Hi Leute und willkommen zurück zu Genshin Impact. Wir spielen jetzt den letzten Part vom Event, das heißt das letzte Stück Story. Wieder vom Asia-Server, weil es halt ein paar Stunden früher ist als bei uns in Europa. Und ich so dann nicht um 5 Uhr morgens aufstehen muss, um die Story aufzunehmen.
Huh? Looks like we're a few people short today.
Morning, friends. Singcho said he wants to take some time and focus on writing poems, so he'll join us later.
Noelle has other duties today, so she asked me to tell everyone not to wait up for her.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I got here really early, but I haven't seen...
Are you talking about the girl with the blue hair? I saw her on the bridge near Dihua Marsh during my morning training. She looked a little upset, so I didn't want to disturb...
Upset? Oh no! What should we do? Was it something we said last night? Oh, Paimon's worried.
I agree. If she's run into some kind of trouble, I'd like to help her.
Huh? You're all going? Then I'm coming too.
Shall we start with the bridge? We're all here a little early, so...
Good idea. We'll be back.
Okay. Ha, noch getroffen.
Wow, the millilith stands hard.
Oh, so this is the place? We ran into her. She looked like something was weighing on her.
It's also not far from where we were dropping those leaves.
Huh. Lee.
Oh, right. We were so busy matching couplets we forgot to mention.
Interesting. I wonder, could Miss Callie Roy have...
What makes you say...
Oh, sorry. It's just... That poem on the leaf kinda gave me the same feeling as when I saw her yesterday.
Now that you mention it, this is upstream from where we found the poem.
Huh? Hey, look! Over there! Another leaf! Wow, you're right! And this after that leaf!
Paimon denkt sich, losbrüllen, das hilft. Ne, wir wissen ja, dass sie so eine Ozeanide ist. Also wer das Sommer-Event gespielt hat, weiß das. Oder Fee.
Oh, why does it have to float so...
Moment, ich ertrink hier, ne? Das ist ja nicht Fontaine. Ich sollte das lassen. Ich wollte gerade einfach hinterher schwimmen. Ich wäre, glaube ich, ertrunken. Es wäre nicht diese Wasserstamina.
Over and grab it? But Paimon can't swim. What?
Bisschen Stuff auf dem Weg mitnehmen, so für mich.
It stopped.
No!
Are the words still legible? Or have they...
Looks like the ink's intact. Let Paimon take a look at what it... Huh? This is related to the poem we wrote in reply Spring. It's looking a lot like Callie Roe was the one who wrote. She seems to care a lot about that story, huh? Actually, when Paimon first saw her, Paimon was wondering, do you think... Is it possible that she's,
Based on the current and accounting for wind strength...
Es ist natürlich da, wo ich auf dem Server keinen Teleporter geholt habe in der Richtung. Es musste ja irgendwann passieren.
Take it easy.
This should be far enough upstream. Let's split up and search the area.
Callie Roe! Callie Roe! She's surrounded by hilly churros! Let's go save her!
Gotcha. Ha! Cha! Witness the power of Gugwa. Huh? Ha! Quietly now. Ha! Ha! Here comes the catch. Cha! Ta!
Callie Roe, are you okay? What's that? It's a huge... What?
This is exactly what I saw the other day.
Huh? Why are you all looking at me like that? Use up too much energy?
How did you... What's going on here?
No. I'm so sorry for deceiving you all for so long. Actually, I'm an Oceanid who flowed here from Fontaine long ago.
What's an Oceanid?
Ah, the Grandmaster has mentioned them before. The Oceanids were the familiars of the former Hydro Archon. They all fled Fontaine after the Archon died and settled across the world.
That's correct. Though, to tell you the truth, I can't even completely recall how I found myself here. I have a vague impression of my ancestral home,
but I can't recall clearly anything I saw on my journey. All I know is that by the time I arrived in Mondstadt, I had lost most of my power and couldn't even sustain a physical form. Eventually, I settled in a place called Springvale, where I slowly began to regain my power. Springvale is a serene and beautiful place. The water that flows through there is clear and pure, just like the hearts of the people who dwell there.
So you're the Spring Fairy of Springvale?
Yes, Diona, and I remember you too, you know. When you were little, you often came to the spring at night to speak with me.
Really? You're not messing with...
I always thought that was just a local legend.
Your favorite little pillow, the fish one? Its name is Bubbles, is it not?
Yep! All those childhood memories. So, if this is true, then all those things written on the leaves...
I see. So you were the ones who found my leaf. Well, you are correct. The Spring Fairy and Heart of Clear Springs is me.
No wonder you were asking us so many questions. So, the boy from the story...
Is Finch. I always loved listening to people's dreams, and still do to this day. Whether they're beautiful, sad, or filled with emotions I couldn't understand at the time. One night, a little boy came to the spring. The tears that fell from his face were more fragile than a moonbeam, and purer than the morning dew. I like humans, and wanted to understand them better. I also wanted to make sense of the feelings contained in his tears that were, then, a mystery to me. Yes, we often met under the stars, sharing our stories with one another. Sometimes, we'd stay up all night and see who would hear the first bird chirping from the boughs, or the first cicada of summer.
Aw, that sounds lovely.
But one day, just like the book says, I saw an emotion in Finch's eyes that I couldn't reciprocate. I felt out of my depth, in uncharted waters. But I knew all too well that we Lockfolk face a very different fate from that of humans. Whatever was happening, I didn't want it to lead to Finch writing a chapter of his life that he would later come to regret. So, I fled, and never appeared before him again.
Oh, Caliroe.
My strength returns very slowly, and even after decades, I can only sustain a physical form for a very short time. I once hoped that Finch would be able to move on, and meet me when the stars in the night sky have all gone out. But after seeing so many people's stories, and hearing about all their dreams, I have gradually come to understand Finch's heart. This feeling of wanting to respond to his feelings is surging relentlessly in my chest, and I can no longer restrain it. But I'm also scared. Scared that if I go and see him now, I'll bring nothing but disappointment, and even more pain when it comes time to part.
Oh.
It really is a difficult choice.
Please go see him.
Huh?
I know Grandpa Finch, and he's a really kind person. When I was struggling to learn how to draw maps, he was always encouraging me, telling me not to give up, always keep trying, and get out there and have some adventures. He often tells me stories about his past, but I've never once seen a look of regret or sadness in his face. And even though Grandpa Finch loves adventures, he still stands there by the spring, every day, as if he's waiting for something. I believe that he's serious about his feelings for you, Miss Caliroe. He's never stopped hoping that he'll see you again one day. So if you want to see him too, then what are you waiting for? Huh? I
understand. That settles it. I will go back and see Finch.
You will?
But I'd like to ask all of...
Sure. Just say the word. We'll help you.
Would you come to Springvale with me and help? I cannot maintain this form for much longer, and I'm worried others will see me how I was just before.
Leave it to me. I'm really close with Grandpa Finn.
Also, please keep Finch's in my secret.
Your secret is safe with me.
I won't tell anyone.
Great. I can't thank you.
What's wrong? Are you gonna turn back into a what?
No, I'm sorry. It's just that my mind's racing. As much as I want to talk to him again, a poem? Okay, good idea. And it will be called...
Okay, dann schauen wir mal. Moment. Ich habe gedacht, hier an der kleinen... Steht er nicht hier und guckt hier? Irgendwie so? Oder verwechsel ich den mit Jonas Vater, der da vorsteht?
Are you okay?
It's nothing. I'm just scared that I won't be able to maintain this form much.
Okay, don't panic. Wait here, Caliroe.
Take it slow, Diona. Finch isn't a young man anymore. I can still...
Okay, stay strong. You can do it.
Warum muss ich jetzt gehen? Reicht Jona nicht? Beine zu kurz, Arme zu schwach, um den Mann zu tragen? Doch, klar. Siehst du, das war der da oben an der Pfütze steht. Ja, sag ich doch.
Grandpa Finch!
Is that Diona?
Today's your special day, Grandpa Finch. Can you come with me?
Oh? Well,
Over there, to the waterfall.
did you...
Just come with me already. This is extremely important.
But I promised your father that I'd go to...
Grandpa Finch!
All right. All right.
That's more like it. Now come on.
Draft's daughter is just like...
Okay, wir werden teleportiert, ne?
Over here! Over here! It's okay, Grandpa Finch. Take your...
What's all this? What are all these people? Even Mika's here? How's work been going lately? And even some friends from abroad, if I'm...
Greetings, Mr. Finch. My name is Chong Yoon. We all met at the poetry gala, and...
Finch.
Toll, jetzt hat er einen Herzinfarkt.
Voice.
I didn't think you'd still remember.
Oh, I remember. I remember all right. How could I ever forget? Although your appearance is different than I recall. Back then, you looked like you'd stepped right out of a fairy tale. But I'm one to talk. Of course, a fairy from a fairy tale can change forms. But in your eyes, I'm probably the one who's changed beyond all recognition.
Oh, even after all these years, you still know just what to say to make me laugh.
I thought you were only able to appear in the dead of night. There have been times when I've wondered whether it really was all a dream.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting for so long, Finch.
Oh, it can't have been that long. It's been but the blink of an eye, really.
Finch, would you like to hear a poem I wrote for you?
A poem? You write poetry now? Well, of course. I'd be delighted to listen.
In that case, let me read you a story about the Spring Fairy. Far from my native land I roamed. In streams I slept, many seasons I met as the sun set and rose. I searched for a garden to call a home, and the moonlight ebbed as the water flowed. A soft breeze beckoned me unto a spring. Sleep, weary wanderer, your journey is over. May the dancing petals sweeten your slumber. At dawn, I hummed the melody of a distant stream, and the songs in the night serenaded my dreams. A boy's tender tears trembled through the water, stirring me more than any starlight sonata. He wove me a wreath from past petals and future buds. I crossed beyond the veil of dreams to the realm of flesh and blood. Look at the love that shines from his eager gaze. Answer the call of his heart, lest this moment go to waste. The kittens and fireflies invited my heartstrings to sing, but I was a stranger to the melody of mankind, and knew not how this tune should begin. As the river of dreams trickled into the ocean blue, every time a crystal fly flapped its wings, older it seemed he grew. But I learned to fathom human ways each stumbling step I took, and clouds of confusion became crystal clear in the vulnerable verse I wrote. As seed yearns for soil and trees for the sun, a once foreign melody inside my heart sung, and it cried out your name on every string it could strum. Now I give my dream to you. May it be in your slumber a sweet spring to quench your thirst. Now, I hand my heart to you, praying my belated promise might meet, still with your trust.
Yes. This is how I remember you from when we first met. All those years ago. It really has been a long, old time, hasn't it?
Finch,
It's okay. I understand. Your poem, it explains everything.
Thank you, Finch. Please, take this.
It's so beautiful.
This is a droplet of water condensed from my own power. Finch, I don't have a physical form like humans, and I can't stay by your side. I don't know how long it'll be before I can change back into human form again. But as long as this droplet remains with you, our hearts will always be connected, no matter the distance between us. I will always be one with the spring. From this day onwards, if you call me, I will meet you in your dreams.
It's so romantic!
You've really learned a lot, haven't you? And you don't even mind that the kids are watching.
Does it bother you?
How could it possibly? I just worry that once I go to sleep, I won't ever want to wake up.
Huh? Don't say...
I'm only joking. It seems that you still have much to learn.
Is that...
Grandpa Finch and Kelly Rowe look so happy. Oh, what a perfect moment.
Diona, thank you for fetching Finch for me. I've never forgotten you either.
I used to chat with you a lot. Wasn't it ever annoying?
Of course not. You are one of the truest friends I have in the entire world. That's why I gave you your gift, so that a part of me could always be with you.
Huh?
Moment, ist sie da dran schuld, dass Diona keine schlechten Drinks machen kann?
Wait. So is Diona's ability to mix delicious drinks from disgusting ingredients a blessed? And if so, is it also possible that my pure yang spirit is a gift from some being?
My physical form is about to disappear. Finch.
Yes?
I've never regretted meeting you or deciding to talk to you that night. Not once. All these long years. Not for a single moment.
It probably goes without saying, but...
Although, it was different from in the stories. That fateful night, I never gave you that kiss. This gift that represents my promise and my love, I give it to you now.
Hmm?
It's okay, everyone. She's gone now.
What? But Paimon didn't get a chance to say goodbye, Grandpa Finch.
Don't worry now. She hasn't gone far. Just like she said, she'll always be one with the spring. By our side.
Okay. Ich weiß gar nicht, gab's... Gab's ein Buch über Quelling, wo irgendwas davon drin steht? Hier ist halt das. Aber ich weiß halt nicht, ob das jetzt hinzugefügt wurde, weil wir das jetzt gespielt haben oder ob ich das vorher mal eingesammelt habe. 1 und 2 fehlen ja hier, aber das ist halt die Geschichte. Die komplette.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation.
Ich kann Lisa nicht alle Bücher aus ihrer Bibliothek klauen. Warum ist da... Hä, ich habe doch nichts gemacht. Warum ist da auf einmal eine Kiste angezeigt? War das im anderen, im ersten Video auch schon? Okay, dann finishen wir mal.
Hey, you're all back! And it looks like you're in much better spirits than before. Hu Tao's a step ahead. She's already talking about printing a poetry anthology. She said she can't wait for everyone's final words because I'm itching to pull the trigger. By which I assume she meant she eagerly anticipates receiving everyone's freestyle poetry submissions to help her close the deal.
Where have you all been? I've been waiting here forever.
Perhaps they lacked sufficient inspiration and wished to have an emergency communion with nature. And with any luck, I'll bet they heard some fine poetry along the way.
Windbengel, du hast wieder gelauscht.
Code Deaf Bard! Does this mean that right from the start you... Oh, right from the start, you said you would treat us to an...
Huh? Did I? Very well. Since the traveler agrees, then it looks like I can't escape this time. Diona, dear Diona, could I trouble you to fix us a couple of your delicious beverages?
You wish. All right. Well, normally I'd never agree, but since I happen to be in a good mood today...
Huh? So, just what have you guys been up to all this time? Why does it feel like there are some unspoken words hanging in the air here that...
Really? Must be the breeze.
Yeah, that's right. We're just, taking a walk.
So even Mika's in on it? Chongyun, how about you tell me what happened on the sly? I've just remembered that I heard about a haunted house recently that you'll definitely want to check out. I'm willing to bet that even your pure Yang spirit won't be able to scare off these demons.
I appreciate the gesture, but no thanks. Not this time. And I'm starting to think that maybe this pure Yang spirit isn't such a bad thing after all.
Huh? What the? What's gotten into you? Okay, that confirms it. I call shenanigans. Something big definitely went down here.
Hallo? Kein Abschlussreime? Also, hallo, ich hatte mich gefreut, danke. Gibt's nicht. Okay, haben sie einfach weggelassen. Ja. Okay, dann sind wir hier mit der Story auch durch. Sehr nice, aber konnte man sich von Anfang an denken, wenn man vorher, wie gesagt, schon einmal das Sommer-Event gespielt hatte und wusste, wer diese Leute mit blauen Augen und blauen Haaren sind. Ich weiß gar nicht, kann man heute finishen auf die 1000 noch was Punkte und das Buch, den Katalyst, fertig verfeinern? Weiß ich nicht. Kann ich auch hier nicht nachgucken, weil ich die Minigames hier noch nicht weitergemacht habe. Ich glaube, ich war auf meinem Main auf dem Europaserver bei 660 oder irgendwie sowas. Ich weiß nicht, ob man jetzt zu Ende machen kann. Auf die 1000. Könnte aber sein.
Alright, maybe I'll take one more
Okay,
day off
dann
and knock out the rest.
sind wir fertig. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Die Stimme ist ein bisschen kaputt. Ja, dann macht das natürlich alles auch nochmal selber bei euch. Dann morgen früh, Vormittag, Nachmittag, wann ihr Zeit dafür habt. Bis dahin, ciao Leute.